Greetings. My name is Daniel Jones. You can call me DJ. I am the senior instructor here at Code School. And you are here today for the Code School Programming Challenge. I'm just going to walk you through a couple of things you need to know to get through that. So let's start off first. Let me share my screen. Share. All right. So before we start, you should go to github.com and create an account. As you can see, I'm on the Code Crews Code School page. I'm logged into my GitHub account, Mr. Jones 91. You should be able to, that should be a straightforward process. You're just filling out a form. You probably will have to download the GitHub application on your phone just for a two-factor authentication. That's just an extra security measure so that nobody can easily spoof your account if they can steal your password. So it's just a quick cybersecurity tip. So after you create your account, let's go back to the challenge here. So you should also have this link readily available with the instructions for what you need to do for the challenge. Let's see. So we are creating two pages for a website. It's going to need a index page and an about page. The index page, also the home page, another name for that. So just looking at the 4 steps here. The home page index.html should have a custom greeting and a link to the about page, about.html. The about page should have a link to the home page and up to 3 sentences that tell us your name, what you would like to program, and one of your favorite foods or restaurants. In addition to those 2 HTML files, you should also create a CSS file. You could add it in the HTML as well if you would like, but you'll need to create some CSS that changes the color of your links on your pages. And you should also use some JavaScript to create an alert box with your greeting. So that will be on the index page there, since we are asking for a greeting on that page. So to proceed, let's go through our resources here. So we have some code for reference. On our repo, we have a Hello World repo. Once you create your account, you should be able to see everything and access everything here. On any repository on GitHub, you will have the option, if you have access to it, to add files. You can upload files, or you can download and work with it directly and use the Git tool to upload it back to the website. That's outside the scope of this challenge. Everything you can do here, you can just use this button here, add file, create new file, and you can be straight. If you would like to do the more advanced option, you are free to explore and do that. But here on the repo, we do have a license. So that's just a general purpose license we have available here. README, this has the instructions that we saw on the challenge page. They're also here below. Then we have our 3 files that we mentioned. So we have the index.html, about.html, and styles.css. So our CSS is in a separate file for this example. So let's take a look at index, about, and styles. So on the index page here, it pulls up the contents of the HTML file. That is too much zoom. So if we see here, we have our HTML. If you remember from Explore Software Development, all of these tags, you can look them up online for any additional details on what they mean. But we do have a page here set up. It has the head and body section. In the head, we are setting a title for the page. You can customize that if you'd like. You also see a note here in the comments to guide you to do the same. And then here we have another quite helpful comment. This is how you include CSS file on your homepage. So this is a link element relation style sheet. It has a href pointing to that styles.css file in the same folder. In the body, we see our contents. We can customize our written greeting on the page. This just says hello world. We can also customize the text for our link. It just says link, but it does link to, if we see the href attribute, this goes to the about.html file. And down here at the bottom, we have a script section. There we have a commented out alert, so you can see what that would look like if it would run. So remember, anytime you need to take out a comment, just take out the extra decoration on it. So for a HTML comment, you would take out this text here and here. For a JavaScript comment, you would just take that out there. And that's what your index page could look like. Same for the about page. This also has some comments here to help you see what you need to change, what you can add. And then we have our style CSS page. It also has comments to help you along. There is a color here, or at least some text here. Blurple may or may not be a color. So it's just some examples of what your files could look like. So just to walk you through that creation, I'm just going to create a quick repo here. Just a quick new repository. Defaults to be on your profile. You should call this something suitable for the challenge. This is just a challenge demo for me. So your name should be different. Demoing repo creation and deployment. Keep it public. I'm going to add a README. That'll just be our extra repo homepage, basically. So that's the README file. I'll leave that the same, but just to show you how the add file option works, we're going to hit add file, create new file. We're going to call this index.html. And I'm going to, let's see, doc type HTML, head, and body. For the head, I just want to add in a title. We're keeping it simple. Title is challenge. For the body, we're going to add in a header. And let's see, I'm going to commit these changes. It's just going to save it to my repo. So don't be afraid of commitment. Dad joke. All right, so we click back in it. We see the markup is highlighting correctly. Checking back. I got my capitalizations backwards, but that shouldn't be a major issue. Come back, clean this up, capitalize that, recommit. All right, so we have a repo, we have a HTML file, so we have just enough to publish a website. So if we come here at this top bar, go over to settings, then on the sidebar, go down to pages. We want to deploy from a branch, and we want to deploy from our main branch. By default, it's set to none. That means it won't deploy anything. Just hit main branch and save, and now it's cooking it up as a website. And all those steps are also available on this next link. So GitHub pages setup steps. If you go to pages.github.com, it will walk you through how to do all of that. The instructions say click project site, and we want to start from scratch. So that will just be a image representation of what I just did. So we made a repo, we hit create new file, we added some content, we did a commit, and then we went to our repository settings, we went to pages, we chose our main branch, master is the old syntax. And now, since I've re-explained this, my website should be ready to link like this. So it should be at my username.github.io/repository name. So if we go back to that tab, I'm gonna refresh. I see deployments down here in the bottom right. If I click on that, it gives me my link. So Mr. Jones 91.github.io/challenge demo. If I click on that, my website is live. So the rest of this is up to you to figure out, but you're well on your way. So good luck, happy coding, see y'all in class.